Welcome back to What I Tasted, where I make your favorite comfort foods but plant-based and better. And today I'm making a 31 days of Halloween recipe. I'm going to be making graveyard potato skins. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's actually a pretty simple process, but it just takes a little bit of time. The first thing I'm going to do is just puncture some holes in the potatoes. And then I'm just going to pour and brush some oil all around these potatoes and then add them to the oven and bake 350 degrees for about an hour. Okay, so there's a little bit more I have to do. I need to cook off some plant-based bacon. I need to trim up some green onion, and I need to get together the spice, which is going to be a ranch dressing seasoning, and some sour cream, and then the plant-based cheese. Okay, so I'll start with just cutting the green onion. Okay, so when it comes to the plant-based bacon, I'm going to really just pull apart the bacon slices. I'm just doing this quick because there's no reason why it should have to take too long. That's good enough. And now I'm just gonna cut this down into like bacon bites. So I'm going to cut it the long way and then cut it down this way, and then once this is done, I'm going to cook it over on the stovetop. So next up, I have some vegan sour cream, and I'm just going to add some ranch dressing seasoning to this and mix it up. And now I'm going to be adding some flavor to the potato skins, and so I'm going to do that by brushing some oil and, again, ranch dressing seasoning. I want it to have a nice strong ranch seasoning flavor. Okay, and so that looks good. Okay, so next I'm going to grab the potatoes. They're fresh out of the oven, so they're really hot, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them down the long way like so, and I'm doing this right out of the oven so that way they cool faster, because I need them to cool so I can scoop out some of the potato. Okay, at this point we have the potatoes, but we need to make it so that way we have the potato skins. So I'm really kind of working around the edge of the potato to loosen it up some, and then I'm going to scoop out some of that potato. I'm scooping the potato in a bowl, and I'm going to use that for another meal another time. I'm going to brush the oil and ranch dressing on each of these. Next, I'm going to add some bacon. Now some of the green onion. And then some plant-based cheese. And now I'm going to put these back in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 10 minutes. Okay, and there they are. Now I'm going to plate these up and add a few final touches. Okay, so there it is. I turned baked potato skins into graveyard potato skins. All I did was I added a little bit of plant-based ricotta cheese in a skull mold and a little bit of arugula on top, and that just sets that mood and changes that scenery of this recipe from the normal to this 31 days of Halloween style. So it's all done, and it's ready for me to try it. That is fantastic. It is so good. I mean, look, first and foremost, it's potato. It's hard to do potato wrong. So it's absolutely fantastic. And I think that really one of the best parts is that ranch dressing oil that went around that potato. It gave it a lot of great flavor. It's absolutely fantastic. And then you get the bacon, and you get the green onion coming through. You get that plant-based cheese, and that arugula actually adds a nice finish in flavor for this potato, and absolutely is a must. You cannot bypass that. Now, you know what, like, honestly, that's an unlock for any baked potato as far as I'm concerned, or potato skins, is that arugula. Now, that ricotta, I would recommend putting that on a little ahead of time before you serve it, so that way it can melt down a little bit, because right now it is of course a frozen block, but it'll just add a little bit more depth to the plant-based cheese and give you a little bit more depth in those flavors. So you know what, I'm going to enjoy some more of these. Make sure that you check this out yourself. Check out some other recipes of mine. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all your support. I'm your friend with food benefits. I'll see you again real soon.